Hey everybody, what's up? My name's Colin and I run a small company called Acoustic Nations. What do Acoustic Nations do? Well, we make films and videos of live acts, bands, performances, whatever you want to call it. Sometimes it's straight music and it's of an acoustic nature. Sometimes we've got dancers in there. Sometimes it's a little bit of performance, a bit of who knows what. Well, what links all those things is they're generally multi-camera shoots. How do we do that? Well, we're going to tell you something of how we put a multi-camera shoot together for music over the next few videos. But there are a number of challenges. Mainly we work with equipment that's all held together with black magic. And I don't mean bits of voodoo, I mean black magic as in the equipment manufacturer. So behind me you can see over here that we've got a multi-view display, which is for lots of different cameras. We've got a little vision mixing going on. And we've got audio, which you can't see, but they're microphones. We'll cover those in another video. And what we do is we bring all those things together into a single signal that's mixed and ready to go, and it goes out live. Now, how do you get a live signal out there as a live stream? Well, there's lots of different ways. Many people use a PC-based bit of software called OBS, and there's all sorts of ways of doing that with different bits of equipment that tend to make your cameras or your output from your Blackmagic look like a webcam. So it fools the computer into thinking that whatever you're putting into it is a webcam, and then OBS directs it to YouTube or Facebook or Vimeo or whatever platform you're using. Mostly we use YouTube. We do a little bit of Facebook Live, but mostly we use YouTube. And it's okay, you know, using OBS, it works absolutely fine, but we've been looking for a while now for a better solution. And part of that is because we can't always get a hard line from wherever we are on the internet via Ethernet into the back of our encoder. So that can give us some real problems. You know, how do we get the signal back? So to date, we've largely been using venues where we can get a hard wire on the internet. We've tried in the past using just Wi-Fi, but it's not great. You know, particularly when there's a lot of people and everyone's using their phones, the Wi-Fi bandwidth can suddenly dip and then it starts buffering. And YouTube itself is very, very flexible in that sense, but even YouTube gives up sometimes, and we start to get a real problem with either buffering or stuttering or just general overall quality loss, which isn't great. We don't want that. So when we heard that there was a new bit of kit in town called the Teradek Vidiu Go, we thought, this has to be looked at, because you can set it up beforehand with all the parameters for working with YouTube, and that's a really great thing for us. So you can then just plug in and you're ready to go. But more importantly, it will work with Wi-Fi, but it does it by combining with a SIM card, and also you can, through a system called bonding, you can get your phone to work with it as well. So if the Wi-Fi suddenly drops out, the bandwidth goes, it swaps to the SIM. If the SIM bandwidth goes, it swaps to what is hopefully a different SIM on your phone. Now, and the key to this is that YouTube, as an average, takes about 2 megabit per second for its stream. It can use less, but it'll work perfectly well on 2 megs a second. And at that level, 4G works very well also. So with a combination of the bonded signals between the Wi-Fi and the SIM card and the phone, actually irrespective of whether or not you can get a hard line in to the back of the box, actually you've got a live stream that's pretty much capable of going at any time with pretty much a minimal latency. Latency varies. That's the delay between whatever you're putting into it and how quickly it comes back on the internet. But latencies of, you know, 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds, that's not really an issue when it's simply a live stream that you're getting. On another occasion, we're going to give you a bit of insight into how you can make it work when it's all a bit more near the knuckle. If you've got 3 or 4 different people in different locations that have all got to be at the same sync point, how do you get that all tied up? Well, we're going to try and tell you some of that as well. Help our experience to help you. But let's have a look at this little baby. It's a brand new box. I love opening boxes. Christmas, honestly, it can't come too soon for me. So as you can see, this has not been opened before. What we are seeing is what you're seeing. This might be a horrid mistake, but hey, we'll just have a go with it. So we're opening it up here, and our good friends at CVP delivered this to us in a very, very timely fashion. I will say it's not the cheapest bit of equipment you'll ever buy, but sometimes you've got to spend the money to make it work and have the right outcome for you. Because the last thing you want is to be sat there with nothing working. Particularly on a live gig, you know, it's just not a good thing. So lots of stuff for the recycler. I don't even know if you can recycle this stuff, can you? Somebody tell me. And here we have the boxes. And there's the first box. It's got a big Teradek sign on it. Teradek. So we got that, and we've got another Teradek box here. So we have 2 boxes. And what I've bought in and amongst all of this, oh no, let's not leave anything inside. Nope. Okay, so what I've bought in and amongst all of this is the Teradek's Vidiu Go. There's the Teradek box. And I've also bought the bonding unit. With the Vidiu Go, you can have 2 bonding units, but we've gone with just the one. Works perfectly well on one, works better with 2, but it's another 400 and something pounds, and frankly, the coffers were bare. So we're just seeing how it all works, and we'll save up for a second one if we think we can use it. So I'm just going to open this one up, Mr. Teradek, and let's have a look and see what's inside. So, do you know, I don't know about you guys, I love it when there's a shaped piece of card or foam. You can get your fingers in, you can pull something out, and it just fits. That's fabulous. And look at the size of that. That is your Teradek Vidiu Go. It's tiny. Because I've only ever seen it online when I ordered it, and I thought it was like that much bigger. I thought it was that size. So let's look now at what else comes in the box. Instructions, RTFM, never a bad thing. And then there's the accessories pack, which if I just take that out there. Okay, that comes out there. Let's see what else we've got in the accessories pack. Usual stuff, there's a power supply, there's some leads, which is exactly what we want to see. And I'm assuming within this, there's a few odds and ends. So yeah, so clearly there is the aerials, and we will put those on soon. Yep, I think those aerials go on there like that. Can you see that? See if I hold that up. So there is the front of the box, and if I turn this around, oh, there we go, ding, and ding, there we go. These things never fit how you think they're going to. Anyway, we'll sort that out later. There you go. There's your basic box, and it comes with its own Ethernet cable. Like we haven't got a Cat 5, duh. Anyway, there it is, and an HDMI cable. Okay, so the inputs into the back of this, if you can see this, guys, there is an HDMI for inputs, and you can also have a HD SDI input for 5G. 3G, 5G. There is an Ethernet cable input, so you can just take that straight into the router if that's what you wish. And yeah, show my age now. Got to get my glasses out. Okay, so there's a USB Type-C at the top. That's what's fooling me, because I saw 3 pins and I thought it can't be a 3-pin. But anyway, USB Type-C at the top there, and just here you've got a headphones, and I'm assuming that's like a remote supply just there. We're not going to fire it up today. What we're going to do is just basically show you what is in these boxes, and then we'll do another video at some time in the very near future so you guys can have a closer look at the operational side of this. We're also going to show you how to hook up your multicam view if you're using Blackmagic. Some people use new tech. They use there's all sorts of different multi-camera systems out there. Our favourite is Blackmagic because we use it a lot and we just know how it works. But, you know, sources for courses. It's different things for different people. Okay, so let's see what we've got in the other box, and this is just like Christmas. I won't shake it, but you get the idea. So this is the Teradek Node, and we take it out of the box like this. With a bit of luck, it just... Why do they make them so tight? Oh, there we go. And this is more foam rubber. We love the foam rubber. And oh, and there's the SIM card and the aerials, and the little unit is just there. It's like that, and that fits on the side. Show you how that goes in just a second. Well, I say show you. It's how I think it goes, but we'll take it from there. So let's see how this fits in. Here are the aerials fit on the side. Let's take those out of there. The aerials simply screw on. It's just like the main thing. And one of the nice things about well-designed kit is all the accessories fit in the same way. It gives you the feeling that somebody's thought about how it all goes together, which gives you a fair bit of confidence. Just pop that bit of foam rubber back in there. And then the actual Teradek unit here is really very straightforward. Just take the side off like that, and that plugs on like that. There's a couple of little bolts at the side which have a clockwork kind of, a clockwise fastener. I won't bother doing those just now, but you get the idea. And then these can be all linked together. And this is the SIM card that comes with it. You don't have to use this SIM card, but I guess they've got some kind of deal on it. I don't know yet, I haven't really tried it. But this SIM card fits in with the inside the unit, just like it would in an iPad or an Android tablet or even a phone. And then you've got the whole unit together. Very straightforward unit. You have an Ethernet cable port, you've got an HDSDI cable, you've got an HDMI cable there, that's USB-C. There's a headphone cable and a direct vision monitor cable. Basically everything you need to be able to check that what you're encoding and how it's going down onto the web is right. And that's it. It's exciting. I'm really looking forward to putting this together. If you've enjoyed what you see today, mash that button. Hit the button that got the thumbs up, say you like it, join Acoustic Nations, join our followers, look at the website, and most importantly, look at some of the great music we record, because we enjoy doing it and we hope that you enjoy watching it. Take care. We'll see you again real soon.